What's up, everybody? It's the 12 Gauge Geek here. We're doing another review today, and this one is actually kind of a first impression or review, but it's on Battlefield 6. Obviously, Battlefield 6, the beta just hit this weekend, guys. I've been playing it a lot, and it's set to come out October 10th of 2025 this year. Obviously developed by DICE. It was also partnered with Battlefield Studios, which was a conglomeration of some former developers, and published obviously by EA. And the beta, the first weekend, is playable listed as the 7th to the 10th, and the next one is the 14th to the 17th. Now, I've already played the first beta, so that's what most of this review or first impression is going to be based upon. So, synopsis. Battlefield 6 is a first-person shooter with small to large-scale battles encompassing tanks, helicopters, and even jets. The game has a story mode set in the year 2027, depicting a conflict between NATO forces and a private military organization known as the Pax Armada. You take on the role of a member of Dagger 1-3, an elite Marine raider unit fighting to preserve global stability. The world is in political chaos due to the rise of Pax Armada and a high-profile assassination that may even be linked to former members of NATO. So, it's pretty cool to see Battlefield have a story again. I did like Battlefield 1 story mode. I like Battlefield Bad Company 2 story mode. I can't remember if Battlefield 3 had one. Battlefield 4, I'm not sure. Battlefield 5, I'm also unsure. And 2042 was hot garbage, so we're going to leave that out of this review and not talk about it like it's Lord Voldemort. So, game modes and maps. The beta weekend, the 7 through 10 one that I've been playing on, as far as game modes, has had Conquest, Closed Weapon Conquest, which is a series of conquests, but where the weapons are linked to the class specifically, so medic can't use a sniper rifle, for example, or a LMG guy can't use an assault rifle, I guess. I haven't tried that game mode out. But the other ones are Breakthrough, Domination, and King of the Hill, while the maps are Siege of Cairo, Liberation Peak, and the Iberian Offensive. While Beta Weekend 2, the 14th through the 17th, is going to add to those series of game modes. It will add Rush and Squad Deathmatch, as well as the map Empire State, to the Week 1 beta maps as well. So I'm excited to play Rush, because that's really what I used to play most when it came to Battlefield. I like pushing the bombs, pushing a point, and moving forward. Now, Breakthrough feels like Rush in that regard, but instead of blowing up a bomb, you're just capturing a flag or capturing the point. Same, you have a certain amount of tickets or revives to do it in. Defenders have to hold the 2 points or 1 point, and you successively push through the map as you would normally expect from Battlefield. So, players can earn rewards as well during the beta by completing a series of challenges, and you can also earn rewards for watching people play Battlefield 6 on Twitch, I found out. So, if you reach level 10, you earn a reward, level 15, level 20. If you get 50 kills within 10 meters as the assault class, you earn a reward. If you revive 100 teammates as the support class, you get another reward. Repair 3,000 health to vehicles as the engineer class will add another reward. And then spot 300 enemies as the recon class for the final reward. This is, in my opinion, the coolest reward because it gives the recon class like a guy with a ghillie suit, and it looked really cool, so I was pushing for that one heavy. Now, I did notice that I've also, during my playthroughs and just playing all together for the 7 hours that I've been playing, I've also unlocked 2 dog tags. I'm not sure if I can view them yet or necessarily what I did to unlock them, but it's cool to see that they have dog tags in the game. I remember they used to have ribbons, I think it was, like an officer in the military would have on their dress uniform. And it was cool. I like that old school stuff, and it's cool to see that they're bringing back the dog tags. Anyway, I also did see that week 2 of the beta will have 3 more challenges coming to the game. for you to unlock more rewards, so definitely make sure not to miss out on week 2 of this. Now, weapons, classes, and vehicles, guys. The weapons, they obviously have assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, pistols, RPGs, LMGs, snipers, there's DMRs, and then there's also like type of noob tube type launchers and stuff like that. I'm not sure how many total weapons are going to be in the game, but I did experiment of using all different 4 classes. The Recon class has actually been my favorite. It's just so fun sniping. It feels extremely accurate. I will say I also did play support a good bit. That class feels really good. I did notice that LMGs don't respect how they used to in Battlefield 2 and 3, or Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3, where if you tried to stand up and shoot at somebody, it was extremely inaccurate. Your gun would jump all around, where it seems I'm shooting what appears to be like an M240 Bravo lookalike. I'll have to look up the exact name. But my gun is accurate. That thing is a laser, guys. I am hitting people while standing up, hitting people while crouched. I haven't figured out how to deploy the bipod on it, but I know you can deploy a bipod because it says it has one. But it feels really good. So that's just something to note, but something that's also kind of off and a little iffy. The classes, there's the traditional recon class, the support class, your engineer class, and the assault class, as you would expect from Battlefield Bad Company 2. There are vehicle-wise, in the beta at least, I experienced driving a tank, and I was also the gunner of that tank. Driving, I am trash. Being the gunner, if your driver is great, you will get a bunch of kills. There was one match where I was tearing people up. It was awesome. I tried to fly the jet. I tried it one time, guys. I flew around. Somebody started to lock onto me. I blew some flares that were cool. After about 30 seconds or so, I crashed into the ground because I'm god-awful. The helicopter, I was never able to try because obviously everybody always rushes to the helicopter, and it was just hard for me in the matches that I played when it was available to even get a chance to get in it. The IFVs, or infantry vehicles, I didn't really use those much, but I did shoot at them, so it was cool to blow those up. You just see people coming in and you just shoot it with a tank. I did that once or twice, and that was really fun. So weapons, the weapons I have noticed, they have upgrades, they have multiple attachments, actually a good bit of attachments, and I like the way they break it down. They seem to also level up as well as the classes themselves. Now, something I did wonder is if your vehicles, like your tank, your IFVs, your helicopter, your jets, if you're getting a lot of kills, you're using it often, will it progress in its own level and allow you to unlock different attachments, different like flares, smokes, ammo types, camo types, anything for that, dog tags for your vehicles like they would in previous Battlefields? That would be cool to see. So, pros and cons. Here are my pros and cons about the game. I like that the game is more modern, less futuristic. Even though it's set in the year 2027, it seems to be more akin to an Iraq war style, or even, I guess, what's going on in Russia and Ukraine right now. Graphics look really good. They're really sharp. I'm playing it on a 120 FPS monitor. I'm not sure what FPS the game is coming in at, but it does have HDR, and all the colors really pop. They're really crispy. It looks great. Another pro, classes, guns, attachments. It's nice to see old school Battlefield classes come back. It's nice to see a slew of different attachments and upgrades and things like that for you to unlock. Massive pro. Destructible environment. You'll be in a house and this shit will get plowed down. You'll be fighting somewhere and shit'll blow up. You can blow up other people's stuff. Tanks explode. The destructible environments were always the greatest thing about Battlefield. I have yet to see them give one of the classes a C4. I would like to see that, but I've been using the RPG a lot on the engineer class, but C4 was a staple. You would run around and C4 the bottom of a house where you knew some assholes were at the top and cause the whole thing to come down, just level it all. It's awesome. You make the map what you want it. It's great. The game does feel a tad fast. I saw someone else mention this, and this was the first thing I noticed about an hour in, that your guy moved quick. Like, he's hauling ass. People are hauling ass. They're getting by your bullets pretty quick. And I'm not going to say it's a massive con, but compared to older Battlefields, it just feels a bit sped up. And I don't want to see Battlefield become Call of Duty. Now, another con, I didn't get to play all the vehicles. That's not a con of the game. That's just a con of Battlefield itself. I guess I'd like to see maybe more helicopters or more tanks instead of the ones that were on the map. Maybe different maps will have more options. I've yet to tell. We will see. Now, another con, small one, but stupid. EA sign-in immediately when you get on the beta. EA sign-in, what a pain in the ass. How often do I play EA games? Am I playing Madden? Am I playing FIFA? No, because they're trash. So I hate EA sign-in. Battlefield's lucky. It's like the only one that EA has their paws in, so I had to do it. But it's a con. They're con. $70 for the game. I mean, it's, I guess, the market now. It's what everything's coming to be. But $60 would have been nice. $70. Small con. I'm being cheap. The $100 game mode, I looked at it. I'm not seeing anything that's making it worth $100. It's meh. Alright, guys, final part, the conclusion, and my thoughts. Now, I'm going to just put it down for this. The game does feel like an old school Battlefield. I will say that. It has the chaos, it has the destructible environments, it has the old traditional classes from what I can tell thus far. This is only week 1 of me playing the beta. I think I've played a total of maybe 7 hours or more. I've been playing a lot, and I'm already level 16 or so, and it feels like old school Battlefield. It's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of people on the map. You're running around trying to get revives. The revives feel good. You're using the defib unit. You're throwing down ammo packs. The engineer has their RPGs. The recon has their... You're actually spotting people for enemies to see. So there's a lot of things that make it feel like old school Battlefield that are cool, while a little bit of things make it feel just a tad bit off with the speed and such. And like I said, there's still a lot yet to be seen with the dog tags and how the other maps are going to play out. I can't wait till I play Rush, so hopefully that will feel a little bit more old school. I've yet to also play it with any of my friends, which was a massive draw of that Battlefield just hype. You know, you got to play with your friends. It makes the game that much better. But as far as this Battlefield goes, it didn't feel bad. It might be a return to form. I'd like to see Battlefield come back in the limelight. Stay away from the futuristic crap, guys. Nobody wants to see it. Keep it right where we're at. Keep it right in Iraq, Afghanistan, that time period, or even before. Go to Vietnam. I wish they would go to Vietnam. It'd be so good. But, yeah. That's really all I got to say about the Battlefield 6 beta, guys. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, don't give it a like. And thanks for watching.